Thomas passes to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crowder, and it's blocked by Adams. Now Harris, 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. And Waiters kicks to Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step. And Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it. So that shouldn't come as any surprise.
Kane kicks to Harris. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Harris has got 5. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Thomas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Celtics leading by 3. On up the court. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Harris. Not a lot of room. And that one's good.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Here's Olynyk. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
1 second left. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Payne's got his second bucket of the game to go. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Celtics lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make it? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Canner. Roberson is out there with Harris, and it's Singler in at small forward. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks made some major contributions. He dropped 14 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Pass to Singler. There's a screen by Cantor. Singler dishes to Cantor. Ibaka, the pass to Roberson. Harris outside. Harris missing again. The Celtics with the lead. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Johnson against Ibaka. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
We'll get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Number 1, the Thunder.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Smart. He's getting around 4 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Exactly. Sometimes you do get out of rhythm. Everything feels harder than it should, but he just needs to keep working and stay the course.
4 on the clock. Passes it to Singler. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Harris kicks to Ibaka. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Bradley. 12 points his last outing. Now the dish to Sullinger. Now here's Smart, guarded by Harris. Back to Sullinger. 14 feet away. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Sullinger's got his second bucket tonight.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Harris kicks to Singler. Feeds it to Cantor. Harris outside. Dishes it to Roberson. Singler right side. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Here's Smart. He dishes it to Johnson. And it's Bradley off the drive. Can't hit. Excellent D from Cantor.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Harris. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Kicks it to Smart. Sullinger outside. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. He feeds it to Roberson. Bradley against Harris. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
He kicks it to Robertson. The feed to Harris. Harris missing again. Boston trailing. Here's Smart. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Kyle Singler. And it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. Payne kicks to Collison. Waiters on the wing. Soft touch off the glass. Waiters got his second basket.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Smart, that's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Smart's got it all tied up now for Boston.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Double team on Thomas, and Smart now atop the key. Offline from the top of the key. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Harris dishes to Adams. Launches a 3. Harris missing again.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Payne passes to Harris. To the left wing. Pass to Waiters. Harris kicks to Collison. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Back to Thomas. And he lays it straight in. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the basket by Harris.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And stolen by Payne. And the Thunder pushing it up now. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about?
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Boston on top, up by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient, keep waiting for that can't miss shot. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark in the end, every